All right, gang, I am off to the cinema on this surprisingly mild and relatively warm winter day here in Saskatoon to go check out Collateral Beauty.
Just look for it. I promise you, it's there. The Collateral Beauty.
Definitely not the sequel to the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic Collateral Damage. However, based on what I've been reading, this film probably could have benefited from a bit of the Arnold.
No shit.
So I remember seeing the trailer for this film a few months back, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, wow, this looks like really pretentious, artsy-fartsy Oscar bait.
No!
And now that I've been reading a lot of articles about the film, it's being really critically trashed, and there's been a lot of claims levied against it for some fraudulent trailer advertising. I absolutely have to see this movie now. You know, the film's got an incredible cast. We got Will Smith, Kate Winslet, Keira Knightley, Edward Norton, Michael Peña. So, I mean, all the performance pieces are in place here to make for a compelling drama. You know what, I will say this about Will Smith. For as much admiration and respect I do have for Will Smith, it seems like every year around Christmas, he's taken part again in these Oscar bait films in hopes of somehow scoring an Oscar nomination and potential win.
Acting! Brilliant! Thank you!
I'm an open-minded chap. I'm gonna go check out Collateral Beauty, and I'll be back with a review. I straight up fucking hated this movie.
And for gosh sake, watch your language.
I hated it. Hated it. I hated this movie so much that I literally wanted to get on the phone and call Lionel Hutz.
This is the most blatant case of fraudulent advertising since my suit against the film The Never-Ending Story.
I have never seen a movie that played such a manipulative game of bait and switch with its theatrical trailer advertising, promising one kind of film and then giving you something that's really kind of the complete opposite.
No!
This movie is bad, wrong, manipulative, shameful, and irresponsible.
I'm trying to fix my mind.
And this film's biggest sin is that it takes multiple Oscar-nominated actors and actresses and it completely and utterly squanders their fine abilities in this absolute train wreck of a miserable film. I feel absolutely shallow for having seen it.
And you broke my heart.
Like, where do I even begin with this fundamentally wrong movie? This review is going to be filled with spoilers because I can't talk about this movie without engaging in spoilers. So the trailer for this film, Collateral Beauty, deals with this man played by Will Smith who is grieving over the loss of his daughter.
Did you lose a child, Howard?
So he decides, as I don't know, a form of therapy, to write letters to the entity of love, time, and death.
He writes letters.
Who are they to?
Howard doesn't write letters to people. He writes to things. Time. Love. Death.
And wouldn't you know it, these entities assume human form and visit him.
Death came first. She met me in the dog park.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I'm time. You wrote me because you need me.
I'm love. And I'm the fabric of life.
This is what's actually in the trailer for the film. So that is not what this film is about at all.
Bullshit.
Basically what the film is about is Edward Norton plays this ad man whose partner in his business is played by Will Smith. And his partner loses a daughter, and he is ravaged with guilt and remorse.
Yeah. Cabs are in town. Christmas showdown at the Garden. I never give your seat away. I just go solo, but we could go. Don't even have to talk.
He decides to write letters to the entities of love, time, and death. And so Edward Norton and his partners, who are played by Kate Winslet and Michael Peña, start to think, man, this guy has got a serious screw loose. And their company is having problems, so they have this very lucrative deal set in motion for an outside company to purchase them for a very good price that would really profit everybody. But
we've got an offer from Omnicom, and it's real. $17 a share. Yeah, because they leave total creative control and they let everybody keep their jobs.
But the problem is Will Smith's character has a 60% stake and signing authority in the company. So they can't sign off on the deal and the sale because Will Smith has signing authority. So Edward Norton hatches this fiendish plan. He's going to hire some actors he meets on the street to play time, love, and death, and make him look so bloody crazy, especially to the board of directors of this company, that he's gonna have no other choice but to sign over his overwhelming stake in the company due to mental incompetency. I straight up fucking hated this movie.
And for gosh sake, watch your language.
That's what this film is about. And this film is so bloody mean-spirited. I'm not a father. I don't have children. Can't even begin to imagine what kind of emotions this guy's going through. And the people that he works with, his good friends that he's actually worked with in this company, their actions are inexcusably cruel and mean. These are evil people.
There's so much more at stake here than you even understand.
The fact that they're going out of their way to take advantage of their business colleague and friend and tap into his grief and really fractured mental state to essentially manipulate him for financial gain, it's savagely cruel. And the most manipulative aspect of this movie is that it gives these characters that are trying to manipulate Will Smith's characters problems. One of them has inoperable cancer and you find out he's gonna die. The Kate Winslet character is infertile and she's struggling to have a baby. The Ed Norton character is a recent divorcee whose young child hates his guts. So the screenplay goes out of its way to try to make you feel somehow sorry for these people that are like shamefully manipulating Will Smith.
It's all bullshit. Oh shit!
This is bullshit. This whole movie is beyond shameful. Good movies can manipulate audiences with like a precision and an exactitude to get the kind of emotional response they want. And this film felt condescendingly shallow to me. I felt that it was trying to not only wring tears out of me, but it was trying to strike me over the head with multiple mallet shots to the point where I wanted to cry. And I don't like when films actually try to do that.
I was there in her laugh, but I'm also here now in your pain.
This film also contains not one, but two would-be shocking plot twists. And, you know, the first plot twist is really hard to swallow. But then it layers on this second one. I gotta call total and utter bullshit on that.
Oh shit!
I don't give out 0-star ratings very often. To me, a 0-star rated film has to be two things. A, it has to be awful. And B, it has to be indefensibly offensive to its core. Collateral Beauty is an awful movie, And this movie kind of did offend me because it's dealing with really dicey subject matter, and it's sort of thrusting it into this plot that again is truly mean-spirited to its core. And the way that this film never once feels like the type of film that it was advertised to be, that really upset me. And I don't like it when I am tricked when I go to a movie. No! I would love to see a documentary about the making of Collateral Beauty, and I would love to see how, you know, actors as tenacious and smart as the ones assembled here somehow thought that participating in a film so wrong-headed and ill-advised as this was a good idea. I think that would be a much more interesting film to watch than Collateral Beauty. In the end, Collateral Beauty makes me wish that I simply just went home and watched Collateral Damage instead. So there you go. There is my very enthusiastic review for Collateral Beauty. Let me know in the comments below if you wasted an hour and a half of your life like I did and watched this piece of shit.
No! No!
Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. If you could like it, I'd appreciate it. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Take care, everybody. Avoid this movie like the plague. And I'll see you at the movies.
Nope.